If I had to tell you guys what you could do with $50,000 in a car to completely waste all your money, I would tell you right now, just go buy this 2020 Toyota Supra, whatever you want to call it. It's a piece of crap. It's a piece of actual dog, okay? Let's just be honest about it. There's so many things I can't stand about this car, and the fact that I just spent $49,000 some on it is completely beyond me. I don't know why I did it. I'm gonna find a way to sell it, return it. I'm just kidding. I absolutely love my 2020 Toyota Supra GR. It's a fantastic car. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, I was completely joking. If you guys really think I don't like this car, you don't know me well. You haven't been watching my channel, and I'm telling you, I'll watch the channel because this car is fantastic in almost every single way. But that being said, guys, there are some things, and again, it's gonna be me being picky about it. I'm sitting here saying it's not a great car, it's completely bull, it's not true. But there are some little things that I think they should have thought about more. They should have put more thought into it, like tiny little things. But it's like, it's a brand new car, just came out this year, and they just did things, I would say, wrong. There's some things they just did that are just weird. So let's get into the review today of the 2020 Supra. Things I actually genuinely can say I do not like about this car. Again, it really is a great car in almost every single way. The first thing I can say I actually do not like is the interior room on the car. Like, it's not bad, but you have to be knowing what you're buying when you get into it. Because like, there are people who struggle to get into it. And like, for me personally, like, it's not too bad, but like, I have that much room. But before my head hits the ceiling. So it is tight, you know, it's a little bit tight. The seats go back far enough for me. I sit relatively far back, and like, it is good enough. But it's like, obviously it doesn't have all the room, you know, four-door has, my M4 had a lot more room in it. So like, yes, there are cars with more room, but just know this before you buy it, and then it's nothing you can ever complain about, nothing you ever want to complain about. But again, the interior space is, you know, it's relatively small. Like, it's nothing crazy as far as room in the car. But again, you're buying, you gotta know what you're buying with this car. And yeah, you can't test drive them if you're buying them new. Don't ask me why, I just got denied it myself. So I bought on the spot and was hoping it would be enough room for me. The next thing I hate about this car, guys, is gonna be the trunk button. Why? Because you can open it with that button on the door panel here. But what you cannot do is open it any way here. There's absolutely nothing. There's no other way to open it. You have one way here, or you have the button on the door, but that's it. And I think for a modern car, like, honestly, I think it's kind of crazy. I've had 5 other cars that were hatches, and I've never had a car with that. So it's kind of weird. It's pretty weird. Next thing that I guess you could say I don't love, it's not bad because they made it look aggressive with all the air vents around the car, but it doesn't mean the air vents actually do anything or have any meaning. So what does that mean? Like, let's be honest here. It's plastic. It has absolutely no performance value added to the car. You have this one on the door all the way down. No airflow at all. It's just there for the looks. There are some on the back of the car here. There are, I guess those are the main 3. So you have one here, you have the big one on the door, you have this one here, and then I think there's one also here on the front bumper. The next thing that I'm gonna definitely complain about is coming from the M4, it had the upgraded sound system in it. It had the Carmen something, I forget what they were, but the sound system was great and the bass was great. This car even has the updated sound system in it, so it is equipped with JBLs all the way around. It has these subwoofer, there's speakers on the door. I think it has, if I remember correctly, it has 12 speakers and the upgraded sound system in it. But still, I can say that the quality of the music is there, but the actual bass is non-existent, really not there at all. Like I said, the quality is there, and that's because you have 12 speakers instead of 10 in the normal model, and then they're JBLs, and they're not the cheap whatever brand that they put in the other ones. But I don't know why there's no bass, like, at all. Like, I turn the bass all the way up, I have treble all the way up. You know, you can adjust the sound and it makes it a little bit better, but in the big picture, it's just not comparable. This steering wheel, it's just blah. Like, it's very small. Like, I mean, I have big hands, but like, I can wrap around it and then some. Like, it's a very small actual steering wheel. I hate this with a passion, and maybe that's just me being personal preference, but I feel like that should be hollow. I don't love the red and how it's half in here, half out. I don't like how big and circular this is. I'm just not a fan. The button's okay, still not great. I was looking at upgraded options with going with the carbon fiber, but I think they were 950 bucks for it. The turn signal. So like, again, this is me being nitpicky, guys. Like, honestly, it doesn't really matter at all. But when everything inside's BMW, all of it looks like BMW. The turn signal, I know it's really stupid. I just expected it to sound like a BMW. I like the little BMW click. This Toyota one sounds like I'm driving a 2016 Corolla. Like, I just got a call from Toyota. I have a recall on this car for the backup camera, which is just weird. So it's not even, that's not something I'm complaining about, but just something I just found out. And like, so many things, I literally just took the call, so I wanted to let you guys know there's a recall on the backup camera, and they don't even know what it is yet. They're gonna look into it and then give me a call back on exactly what it is. I'm not in a rush to do it because the backup camera works, but I just wanna let you guys all know, like, the first recall for the Supra has been called out. It is the backup camera. So I'll follow up with that as well and see exactly what it is, and we'll get it fixed from there. All right, and then the last thing about this car that I actually can say I do not like, and I've already heard this is a very, very common problem with this car, is when the windows are down and you're going, I'd say about 40 or something like that, when you're on the highway, whatever, and if you have the windows all the way down, the vibration in this car is insane. I noticed it the first day I drove it, and I was like, this can't be normal, and then did some research and found out what it is. The air is coming in from these windows, and as it comes back to the back of the car, it has nowhere to escape, causing the excessive vibrations. Now, lucky for us and the guys on here who do have Supras, there's a solution. It's a little piece of, I think they make them in carbon fiber right now, and it'll go right, I want to say it's like right here, and it'll stick on there, and it's like a vent that kind of just pushes it out about that far, and that just pushes the air out around the car, so you no longer have the vibrations. But that's about a $200 fix for that, and it's something that should have been fixed in the factory when we bought these cars. But guys, like I said, overall, this is me being nitpicky. Like, this car is amazing in just about every single way, but if I wasn't being like nitpicky about it, then you guys would never know if it's actually worth the 50,000, 55,000 bucks for it. The compliments around it, out of this world. I love it. I would never go back. If I can fix any of the issues that I'm talking about, I'm planning on it. It's worth it to me because there is very few things, and they're not overly expensive to fix all the issues I'm having with this car. So that is gonna be my honest feedback about owning this car. I've put 2,389 miles. I am not one to buy a car and park it at all. I'm all about getting my monies out of it, have fun with it, beat it up, tune it, do what you have to do, which I haven't done anything crazy yet, but that will change. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you guys out a little bit. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I will be keeping up the content. I will be modifying the car. So if you want to follow the journey, follow me, follow my life. There'll be all sorts of videos on this channel. Thank you all for your continued support. We'll see you all in the next video. Like, subscribe,